Good morning, everybody. So I'm going to talk to you about your literacy, your writing job for today. Now, yesterday, Miss Bowden shared you a screen that looked a little bit like this with a dinosaur and some lines, but she chose T-Rex. I have chosen today to do my sentence about pterodactyl because I think he is a very impressive dinosaur, this one. Now, yesterday, you had to think of a sentence that would tell us about T-Rex. Now, we're going to do a little bit similar of a job today. We're still going to do a sentence, but today I want you to think really carefully about adding some wow words. So those are words that tell us a little bit more about the dinosaur. They describe them a little bit. So, I'm going to look at pterodactyl. I'm going to think, what can I spot? He's got a pointy bit on his head. He's got a long beak. But my favourite thing about pterodactyl is that he can fly. What can I say about him flying? He has wings. That would be a very good sentence, but it's not got a wow word. What could I add to make that sentence a wow sentence? He has big wings. He has strong wings. I think I'm going to write strong because look how wide he can spread them and how strong he must be to have all of that wingspan and fly so carefully over the wind and all of the sea. So, he has strong wings. Let me say it again. He has strong wings. It's got four words. He has strong wings. I'm going to try and hold that sentence in my head. Okay, right. My first word, he, e, he, e. Now, I know that he is one of those funny red words. So you know what? I'm going to do it in red because it's a stinky word. He has strong wings. He. Okay. He. Now, you might notice that my h looks a little bit different to the ones that we practice in phonics. That is because I've used my capital letter for the start of my sentence. We're going to talk about those a little bit more this week, but I want you to see if you grown-ups can help you and see if you can remember that capital letter today, but we will be practicing them. Okay, next word. He has. So use my Fred fingers. As. Three sounds. He, think space. He has strong, five sounds. It's a tricky one. Let me see. Now, is a special friend. He has strong, remembering my lazy g under the line, he has strong wings. Four sounds. He has strong. Now, I don't think I can fit wings in there, so I'm going to use my next line. That special friend again. He has strong wings, because he's got more than one, hasn't he? He has strong wings. At the end of my sentence, I need a full stop. And that's my sentence. He has strong wings. And I've got my wow word to tell you a little bit more. Now, your job today is to write a sentence about whatever dinosaur you choose. You might use the same one as yesterday, but think really carefully about adding those wow words. We can't wait to see. Hi everybody, I'm going to talk to you about some maths now. Now, yesterday we started to think a little bit about money, didn't we? And looked at some different coins. We looked at a 1 pence, 2 pence and a 5 pence and thought about those coins, what they looked like, what was different and how much they were worth, how many pence they were worth. Now, today, we'd really love it if you could set up a shop at your house. You might sell snacks or drinks to your grown-ups, or your brothers and sisters, or you might set up a shop to sell things to your toys. It's up to you. Now, on the board, I've got a picture of a shop, and it's this lady's shop. And we're going to have a think about counting the right amount of money, the right amount of pennies, 1 pences, to pay for the things in this lady's shop. Okay, so she says, welcome to my shop. We've got to look at the things and click on the coins to pay for them. Now, she has said, remember to count the coins carefully. That's really important when you're learning about money because you want to make sure that you get the right change and that you don't give them too much money. Okay, now, we've got an apple as the first thing in our shop, and this apple's tag says 10p. Can you show me 10 on your hands? 10p. Now that p, can you remember what that stands for? It's pence, isn't it? So this apple is worth 10 pence, and I've got 1p coins. So they're worth 1p each. So I'm going to need 10 to pay for this apple. Okay, I'm going to use really careful counting. Do you think you can count with me? You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I was right. And it's because I used my careful counting. I pointed to each thing as I said the number to make sure it was careful. Let's see. She said, thank you. We got it right. Okay. Oh, this is a bigger number. It's number 12. This pair is 12 pence. Are you ready to count with me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's see. Yes, we got it right. Okay. Oh, this one's an avocado. I like those. I've got a 2 and a 0. 2 and a 0, it's 20. 20 pence. We've still got 1p coins. So I'm going to need how many? 20. Are you ready to count all the way to 20? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've used all of my pennies. It's very expensive. Shall we see? Well done. She says, how many coins have you got left? We've got 0. That avocado cost all of those pennies. Okay, and we're back to the picture of her shop. So, when you set your shop up today, you could use pennies to make sure that you count out the right amount. It'd be really lovely to see if you could make some labels. You can write how much your things cost so that if your grown-ups come to your shop, they know how much and you can help them. Can't wait to see.
Good morning. Today we are going to be talking about seasons, and this is part of our science. So last week we learned all about the different seasons. We learned about summer, winter, autumn and spring. I can't remember which one then. And today we're going to just listen to a little story about this little girl called Seren, and she is learning all about the seasons as well. So Nain had a big cupboard snow soon?" asked Seren. "Shall we take out my snow boots?" "It doesn't usually snow in spring," said Nain. Seren put the spring clothes back into her drawers, leaving the snow boots in the cupboard. Spring brought lots of different weather. When it was cloudy, Seren lay on the dewy grass and spotted the shapes in the sky. You might be able to see some clouds in the sky. There's not that many at the moment. It's a bit of a dull day, but we're not in spring yet. When there was a cool breeze, Seren could smell all the beautiful flowers that had started to bloom. As the weather became warmer, Nain opened the cupboard again. Seren asked, "Will it snow soon? Shall we take my snow boots out? Was it time in summer? Do you need snow boots?" "It doesn't usually snow in summer," said Nain. Seren put the summer clothes into her drawers, leaving her snow boots in the cupboard. Summer brought lots of weather. When it was sunny, Seren went to the beach. How exciting! When lightning and thunder filled the sky, Seren watched it from her room. As the days drew colder, Nain opened the cupboard to fetch some warmer clothes. "Will it snow soon?" asked Seren. "Shall we take out my snow boots?" Do we need snow boots in autumn? Probably not. It doesn't usually snow in autumn. Seren put the autumn clothes back into her drawer, leaving the snow boots in the cupboard. Autumn brought lots of different weather. When it rained, Seren smashed in the puddles in her wellies. Oh, that's what we wear in autumn a lot, isn't it? When it was windy, Seren watched the colourful leaves swirling and whirling around. As the nights became longer, Nain opened the cupboard again. "Will it snow soon? Shall we take out my snow boots?" Seren asked. "Well, it is winter. It could snow any day now." Seren grinned as she put her snow boots by the door. Winter brought lots of different weather, but one day, it snowed! Finally, Seren had everything she needed to build her perfect snow girl. Oh, look at Seren's snow girl, very beautiful. So, these are the different things that Seren did in spring, summer, autumn and winter. Now, you did lovely pictures of all the different seasons, so you've done something similar. But today what we want to talk about is the clothes that you wear during the different seasons. So Seren wanted to wear her snow boots during every season, but would you need your snow boots in the summer when you're on the beach? No, you wouldn't. So we would like you to have a go at designing some outfits. Maybe you might have a look in a magazine, or you might print some pictures offline of lots of different outfits that you could wear and dress or design you or Seren or somebody in your family, maybe a teddy bear. Maybe if you've got a Build-A-Bear and you've got different outfits, you could put the right outfit on your bear. Okay, let's see how you get on. We can't wait to see. Hi, today I'm going to read another story. This one is called Tidy. It's got a little picture of a badger on the front and he's putting something in the bin. I think, can you see what that is? I think it might be a leaf. I wonder why he's putting the leaves in the bin. Do we normally put leaves in the bin? But look, oh, you can see through it. Ah, and we can open it up. And look, it's changed colours. So we've got the leaves from spring, the nice green and the pink as the flowers start to bloom. And then we go into, oh, what are these colours? We've got those orangey colours. I think it might be autumn. Look, there's a brush in the trees. Ah, we're all the way through. This is called Tidy. Deep in the forest lived a badger called Pete, who tidied and cleaned and kept everything neat. He tidied the flowers by checking each patch and snipped off any that didn't quite match. So look, he's found one that doesn't match all of these lovely blue ones and he snipped it off. He tidied the fox by grooming his fur. He untangled each knot and each twig and each burr. Look, he's brushing the fox. That's very brave, isn't it? Would you like to brush a fox? He tidied the birds from the big to the small by brushing their beaks and then bathing them all. Look, he's washing the birds in the bird bath. He picked up stray sticks, he swept and he rubbed, he polished the rocks, and he scoured and he scrubbed. He's hoovering. So when a leaf fell, well, my goodness. Uh-oh. All the leaves are falling. It must be autumn. Pete tidied up, but still he wasn't happy. Now the trees looked bare and scrappy, and so to make it look neat, Pete undertook a mighty feat. Oh my goodness, look at all those bags of rubbish. That doesn't look good, does it? He dug up every single tree. But then it rained and there was a flood. Oh no. And afterwards there was a lot of mud. My goodness. He's got his bucket and his mop, and I don't think he's going to be able to sort that. Pete called in the diggers. He called in the mixers. He called in the concrete, the rakers and the fixers. Look at him there with his hard hat on. We've got those hard hats in reception, haven't we? No mud, no leaves, no mess, no trees. Perfect, tidy and perfectly neat. This forest is practically perfect, said Pete. What's he talking about? There's no forest left. I'm hungry, he thought. I deserve a treat. So he hunted around for something to eat. But the beetles and the worms that he usually found, were under the concrete, deep in the ground. And so Pete decided to go home instead. If he couldn't have dinner, he'd go straight to bed. But when he arrived and took out his key, there wasn't a door where the door used to be. Oh no. Let's have a quick look. Look, can you see underneath? Later that night, Pete tossed and he turned. His belly was empty. It rumbled and it churned. As he lay in his mixer, wide awake, he started to think, I've made a mistake. Oh no. The very next morning, when it got light, he set about trying to put everything right. Look at that rabbit. He's breaking up that concrete, isn't he? Then the animals came, from the strong to the weak, and they lent him a paw or a claw or a beak. And look, they're putting all the trees back. But they put everything back as it always had been, and maybe less ordered and not as quite clean. And Pete, well, he promised to tidy up less, but if he succeeded, it's anybody's guess. And look at that fox. He looks a bit messy, doesn't he? Maybe Pete does need to give him a brush every so often. The end. Look, I think he's vacuuming up the words now. Oh, goodness gracious. But everybody looks happy. The end. Thank you for joining me today.